Hey everyone, Senrai Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 5th episode of Akebi-chan no Sailor-fuku. So, last episode we got to have a little bit of focus on Usagi. I remembered her name because it's got the rabbit in it, and she even had bunny rabbit ears in her room, which made a lot of sense. Although I was a little bit slow to click with me, but we got to see them be worn, so their purpose was definitely fulfilled in the episode, which is good to see. But yeah, we also had Tanigawa continue to be relevant in the episode. She's got like the great camera skills and Akebi the model, and trying to really show, like, capture the real essence that is Akebi-chan. So yeah, I'd say she did a pretty good job of that by the end of the episode. So I am hoping we will eventually get that Erika focused episode. Maybe this will be it. I'm not sure. So let's jump in and hope that whatever we do get is pretty good. So 3, 2, 1. So what do we have here? Mangetsu Dormitory. Manget is like full moon, right? Oku Okuma Minoru. I don't recognize this character. She's pretty quiet so far. Oh, there we go. There's a word. The sub's made into 2 words, but it was 1 word. It's a very nice day, isn't it? Are we exploring? Oh wow, that was a well drawn bug. It actually did look kind of cool. You see where the budget for this episode went? Some of the best looking bugs I've ever seen in anime. Oh, we got it. So I take it we have a bit of a nature girl. Oh, is that? Yeah, I was about to say, is that Akebi? I think she just fell in love. I think girls good with insects and kids. Right, so definitely a classmate, as I figured. So yeah, I think she has an interest in Akebi. Maybe she'll approach her. We already know the secret to get close to her. Just get her dirty, then bring her back to your place. Bake some cookies together. I wonder who my favorite character in this show is. Besides our protagonist girl. It's hard to say, especially since we haven't gotten much of Erika yet. I would probably. I don't really want to like decide that until we get like a real focus on her episode, if that makes sense. But I do like Usagi a lot. But of course, Tanigawa, sends sends those lewd pictures. So, how do you compete with that? I want to learn lots. Okay. Oh, there's Erika. Yeah, we know what gets this girl going. The bug interactions. There's nothing. Oh god. Oh. Okay. Uh, that would freak me out a little bit if there's a snake in the classroom. Barehanded it. Maybe it's a friendly snake. If you say so. And she knows her name because she's got the list. She memorized it. Sure. Those are some beautiful eyes. I really can't deny that. So, we have our bonding chance here. You know, I don't care if it's not poisonous or not. I couldn't grab a snake like that. I suppose. It was a snake. Yeah. Hey, it's got strawberries drawn on it. Yeah, everyone's a target. Episode title. Definitely. Wow. That could be very bold, as expected. Just went for those hands. We really should get on that. She won't spot us. We're too stealthy. Can someone pick her up? So close. I'd have to jump for it. Just like smack the machine. Yeah, jump for it. So, I mean, I feel bad for her, but it's so cute. That's why we invest in a stepladder or something. Like a foldable one you carry around in a backpack. Izaki, I was about to say, Izaki be over there helping. Come on, you know what to do. There we go. I knew my girl Akebi would do it. There we go. So excited to successfully purchase a beverage from a vending machine. Yeah, I was about to mention that. Like, she has a little sister. I'm sure she's fit for that role. Why not? Okay, I mean, I get where she's coming from, but you can't just not help, you know? I'm sure there's all sorts of interesting data you could get on her. Pretty hair smells nice. Next time. You can also call it stalking, you know, but oh, there's a tall girl. That's how I remember her. It went by. So yeah, are we watching a love confession right now? That's kind of what it looks like. I can't hear her. Why would you tease me like this? I know, right? We need to get closer. I mean, yeah, you can read a lot from that, but I still want to hear it. I mean, if she gets rejected, I'm sure we'll be able to tell, but. Do we add a person? When, when did you show up? They're saying she's not good at stealth. Ah. We didn't mean to eavesdrop, but we just observe wildlife. Kind of a... Is it? Oh? That's unexpected, okay. Nothing. Maybe I can visit someday. Are we hiding in the locker? I've seen this situation before. Two people in a confined locker together. Usually gets pretty lewd. These are the things that I watch / read. More names. Are you getting... Gonna sneeze? Well, I guess our cover's blown. You just had a sneeze, huh? Lunch? Okay. Are you okay? Are you... Are you, drowning in a chest? I mean, that's one way to say hi to someone. They do not give me enough time to read that one, especially. That went by quick. Yeah, data on the softness of that chest. That's kind of cute. Nice breeze. My birds. She really is kind of similar to Akebi in a lot of ways. Black leopard. Okay. Uh, really is a nice school. Doesn't look like drawing. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's definitely some skilled drawers in this class. That's what she does. Can't leave us hanging like that. Like Erica finished this answer for her. Ladybugs are cute. One of the few insects that I would actually call cute. What, you think somebody would just, like, watch you from afar? Togeguchi, that's a name. Stalking the stalker. Try to return that, I guess. Okay. This went in an interesting direction. Is that gonna fly away? Oh, okay. She found her. Well, now what are you gonna do? Then what is it? More hand holding. Flashback, maybe. Also, what is that sound? That was an adorable whining sound. Are you okay? So hopefully this will give us some context of what was going on there. I mean, you can kind of assume a lot. Like, Akebi probably gave it to her to help her out when she needed it, and she never had a chance to return it. Yeah, here we go. Akebi, the hero to the rescue. Oh, there you go. Well, why are you? Don't leave me, you're my new friend. Well, at least she was able to do that. I guess that makes things a bit awkward. Well, it looks like you succeeded in the end, and that's the important thing. What was that face? All things Akebi-chan. I would call it talent. See some blushing. What? Like, good thing I had subtitles there, because I mean, the girl already has an accent, I think, and I guess. Honestly, I would settle for remembering all their names. Well, yeah, she's part of the class, so it goes without saying. Yeah, she was kind of the observation subject. I mean, they both kind of were, but I think that would be very nice. Wow. Surprised she didn't knock her over. So I guess no jump rope this time. The shame I actually really like that jump rope ED. I know we didn't talk about it much, but it was oddly mesmerizing. Maybe we should make Anki cards of the class every classmate's name. If anybody wants to make that Anki deck, you know, feel free to. Okay. That was the 5th episode of Akebi-chan no Sailor-fuku. Another good episode. This episode really early on made it pretty clear the girl that we would be focusing on, right? Because we had a shot of a girl going to the Mangetsu dormitory, right? Okuma Minoru, right? So I'll probably just call her Minoru. So yeah, so yeah, she shows up, and it makes it pretty clear the kind of person she is, kind of like a naturey explorer kind of character. But eventually, they kind of clarify that she likes to observe, animals and stuff, which does include humans and insects and whatnot, right? That's just kind of her thing. So, and then one day she kind of like, across the lake, I guess, spots Akebi with her little sister and a butterfly on her finger, and with a nice sunlight shining on her. So yeah, that would be more than enough to get you to to develop a little bit of an interest in someone. Want to know more about them. So I definitely get that. And then we kind of had a little bit of fast forward to showcase, her seeing her in class, and you know that's probably where she really felt like, hey, I have a chance to get to know her, observe her. This will be great. So obviously she wanted to do that, and they actually did have an opportunity to click, and that was a snake. There was just like a snake. What do they call it? A Japanese rat snake or something. So yeah, that was in class, and naturally our nature girl was able to handle it, and Akebi was kind of like became a part of that, and they just kind of like got to chit chat as they walk around. After she finished admiring Akebi-chan's lovely eyes, right? But yeah, she just kind of shared her experiences and whatnot, and really hit it off. I mean, Akebi-chan kind of has a talent to just hit it off with anyone, right? Like, it really does feel like this is like a visual novel, like an eroge that Akebi is playing. Like, whatever route she decides to go down, she's really good at like showcasing the traits that vibe the most with that particular girl on that route. If that makes sense, right? Like, as I was watching this, I was like, wow, these two were like meant for each other. Just Akebi can do that, right? With pretty much anyone. So it's really a talent that she has, right? Like, no matter who she goes with, it feels like, yeah, she really hits it off with them, which is definitely really impressive. So yeah, basically they did their group observation stuff together, like watching Hotaru at the vending machine, our short girl, who I do hope gets a focus episode at some point because she's absolutely adorable, and she has a classic short person problem of wanting to hit the button, but it's too high up. As a 6 foot person, I can't really relate to that, but it's cute to watch. And Akebi, she couldn't just sit around and watch her suffer, right? So she went to go help. Grabs her, lifts her up, and Hotaru actually wasn't too, like, she didn't really fight against it, which a lot of short characters in anime sometimes do that. They go all like, I can do it. I don't need your help. I'll figure it out my own. They kind of get like that. So, but she actually didn't. Which was nice because, well, it's just because it's kind of a little bit annoying. You don't really feel the gratitude, even though you do get the perspective. But I think she handled it pretty well. Where she didn't like get mad at her. She seemed to appreciate the help, but at the same time, she still has that drive to eventually get to the point where she can do it on her own. So yeah, we haven't really got a huge amount of Hotaru so far, but I gotta say I do quite like her, right? So like I don't see anything to dislike about her character. She has one of the most aesthetically pleasing character designs, and she's got the moe points that accompany the whole short person thing and the struggle she goes through. But yeah, then we had a situation where we saw two characters like behind the school chatting, very much looked like a love confession sort of thing. But apparently there was another layer to it. Nawashiro, right? She popped up out of nowhere in the middle of our stalking session, and basically, how do they phrase it? I think I skipped past it. Yeah, because this is perfect. She says she wants to be her friend. So basically, she was talking to her because she wants to get closer to the other girl, I guess, is the logic of it. I don't know. I think my favorite thing about this scene is the fact that it, once again, makes the school feel alive. Like, just because the protagonist isn't directly involved with something doesn't mean things aren't still happening. Like, everyone isn't just an NPC that only has meaning based on what they do with the protagonist. Like, they all still have lives. They all still have their own problems and goals and stuff that they're doing. But behind the scenes that sometimes the protagonist might get a glimpse at. The show continues to really excel at that, so I do really appreciate that. And then the two of them hiding in the locker together, observing Shijo Riona, who I guess is trying to be sneaky about her sandwich. That was funny. Also, Minoru just diving straight into that valley. She knows what she's doing. And then we had some art. Everyone pretty good at art. Like the girl that drew the flowers especially was really good. But just getting to sit out there, the nice breeze, the beautiful scenery. Like, even, like, the water and the ducks, like, you really couldn't ask for a better scenery, really, to just kind of relax and draw. Really, really good stuff. And the black leopard shot, that was quite amusing. But... And then we got into the thing that confused me for a little bit. This new girl, what was her name? Takeguchi? I don't quite remember. But, like, I actually thought I forgot something at first. Because, like, I didn't have much context for who this girl was and what she was upset about. But the show was kind of acting as if I'm supposed to know that. But luckily it did kind of give us a flashback so I could understand what was going on. But because she seemed like she obviously had Akebi's thing, so I figured she had met her at some point. But I'm sitting here thinking, I didn't see that meet. Did they meet? I know there's a whole bunch of people in this show, so maybe I just forgot, but I didn't think so. You know, and she, despite the fact that she was clearly trying to, you know, give it back to her, she seemed to be upset with her and, like, yelling traitor into a bucket. Like, it all seemed very weird at the time, but it makes a little bit more sense once we got that flashback to help clarify things. But yeah, it was a bit of a rough flashback. She was clearly having a rough time. We had, like, the cutest whining sound I think I've ever heard. She was, like, popping pills or something. Like stomachache medicine, right? And then Akebi, being a good girl, she has given her the handkerchief to help her out. And then, you know, it's like, hey, you can just give it back to me the next time we see each other. And she's like, we might not necessarily see each other. This is an exam place. Like, hopefully we do, but, you know. Oh, there it is, yeah. Togeguchi. That is so hard to remember. Okay, but yeah, Togeguchi, which I guess was a roommate of Minoru, so that's all connected. But man, some of the faces she made were great. So I'm glad that all worked out. And then, yeah, near the end of the episode, we kind of, like, really solidified the bond between Akebi and Minoru, you know, which was good to see. We ended off with like a jump hug, too, so really couldn't imagine a better way to end it off. But, yeah, they did that. They made a promise for some bug watching together, and it was pretty great, you know. We pretty much, yeah, focus on one girl the whole show for the most part. Like, we had, like, mini interactions with the other ones, like Hotaru and maybe Erika, a little bit, and, like, a little bit of that, but yeah, definitely focus on one. So does make me wonder what we'll get next time. I'm holding out for that Erika focus episode. Like, it's got to come eventually, but yeah, I feel like it's almost impossible to guess who they're gonna focus on because I don't think she had any interactions with Minoru before this episode. At least when I saw her, I was thinking, you know, who is this girl? But she obviously was a classmate. I'm sure she was on the list somewhere, right? But yeah, so no telling who it's gonna be. It's always a mystery. Even from the title, I don't think you could have guessed who it would be. Not that I remember exactly what the title was. It was something about something. But can I find the title? Probably not. Oh, here it is. I want to learn lots. Like, you never would have... You can't guess what girl she's going to interact with based on that title. Like, it just doesn't work that way. But, yeah. Good episode. I enjoyed it. You know, Akebi is a girl of many talents. As we saw in this episode. But anyway, yeah, that's all I really got to say. So, hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed my reaction to it. And I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.